Halloween, a time of ghosts, ghouls, and YouTube channels switching their narrators to keep viewers on edge. This time of year is also known for ghost stories, and this year is no exception. Today, we're looking at haunting tales from America's national parks. One of the more subtle stories comes from Goblins Gate at Olympic National Park. Charles A. Barnes, who named the gorge in the late 1800s, said that the stretch of river resembled the throat of a monster, while the rock faces on the gorge's walls displayed tortured expressions. Interestingly, multiple attempts to bridge the Goblins Gate have failed, with the first bridge being washed out and the second quickly rotting away. Moving on to some more mildly inconvenient ghosts takes us to the torture room at Jewel Cave National Monument. Jewel Cave is the third largest in the world, with over 170 miles of passageways. Many explorers have mapped out sections of the cave over the years, including Jan and Herb Kahn, a couple known for climbing and caving in the parks. The story goes that on one of their expeditions into Jewel Cave, they had run out of water and were relieved to hear the sound of dripping water in a newly discovered cavern. Despite thorough searching, however, they never found the water they needed. They did manage to survive their expedition, but chose to remember their frustrations by naming the cavern the Torture Room. The rest of this video contains scarier stories that may not be suitable for children. Abandoned buildings are often a hotbed of ghost stories, and Wrangell St. Elias's Kennecott copper mines are no exception. A 200-mile railroad was built through the icy terrain to facilitate the mine, and many of those who worked on that line lost their lives in the process. Construction workers were said to have seen and heard spirits, and even had tools taken out of their tool belts by the ghosts. After the mine was abandoned, visitors started to report seeing tombstones along the abandoned railroad, only for them to be gone the next day. Finally, we end our look at National Park ghost stories with one of the most famous stories at one of the most famous parks, Yellowstone's Headless Bride. The story goes that a newlywed couple went on their honeymoon at the Old Faithful Inn. It didn't take long before the couple was getting into fights, eventually resulting in the husband storming out of the hotel, never to be seen again. When the hotel staff went to check on the bride a couple days later, they were shocked to find her headless remains in the bathtub. Her head was discovered in the crow's nest of the hotel many days later, where the ghost can be found to this day. Fortunately, for one of the most gruesome stories in the park, this one has been proven false, with former hotel bell captain George Boorman inventing the story. Hopefully, this video has let you in on some terrifying tales from the parks, even if they may not always be true. Thank you for watching RAC Adventures, and we'll see you next time.